Hey everybody! Let's do some sewing today. If you'd like to follow along at home, you're gonna need some fabric, pins, a ruler, scissors, a sewing machine, maybe your favorite drink of coffee, and a good attitude. If you are following along at home legitimately, watching this video and planning to do this along with me, hey, you probably already own this thing, so great job! You are succeeding already. I know a lot of you have already made masks, and I gotta tell you, I've been using paper clips. It was my first idea, my first go-to. We already owned them, and so it was easy, but I suspect it's maybe not the best option. Word on the street is that garbage bag twist ties might be the cool go-to thing for the nose metal on your masks. If you've tried stuff, I know a lot of you already made masks out there, so if you have a secret, the inner sanctum of mask making, please let me know. I'm totally open to suggestion, and we're gonna learn together. It's a whole new world out there, as you know, so we're gonna experiment and figure it out and find the best option together. So what have you been up to? I gotta tell you, the silver lining of quarantine for us, I should say at least for me, is that we don't often get to take time away from our show. We do get December and January off, but if I'm being totally honest, after a full season of doing the show, December and January is just enough time to work out all the kinks that I developed in my body over that year. So that means that even though in 2019 I suffered very few bumps and bruises, your standard repetitive motion stuff, I was able to work that junk out in December and January, but I still have residual stuff in my body from 2016? 2017 when I sprained my neck. Some of you may have remembered that in Bristol. I had a massive neck sprain a couple of years ago, and it takes a long time to recover from those things. So the silver lining of quarantine is that it sucks. We have to be away from people, and we miss all of you a lot. But I'm hoping that if we listen to our bodies, if I listen to my body and work at the kinks in my own body, I can come back stronger at 33 years old than I was at 28 years old, than I was at 25 years old. I know more about acrobatics than I ever have. The only thing I have to work against is that I'm, not an 18-year-old kid that can throw my body at the floor and expect to walk away. So I'm using all the things I learn all the time to try to come back as best me that I can whenever we finally get to go back to work. I don't know when that will be, but I'm looking forward to it. I do know my quads are going to be massive, though. We have oh my gosh, it has to be seven or 8 weeks ago, whenever we started quarantine, Cameron and I thought it would be really funny to do 5 squats every time we heard the phrase, "in these uncertain times." Oh, my legs are so tired, you guys. I'm so tired. And it's a phrase we hear all the time on every commercial and every news update, like, buy a Kia in these uncertain times. I feel like the episode of Teen Titans where everybody focuses on leg day so hard that their superhero personas revolve around their quads and calf muscles. So whenever we do go back to work, you can look forward to me just showing off my legs, because holy moly, there's a whole workout series just based on the phrase, these uncertain times. Guess what? It's time to cut some strips. You might be wondering at this point, what's she doing with that t-shirt? Well, t-shirts are very soft, and what do your ears need right now from wearing masks all the time? A little love. I've been cutting these babies at about 1 inch thickness, and the great thing about them is that you do not need to finish the edges. It's so fast and easy. You just cut a 1 inch strip and then grab the ends just like this and pull on it until they roll up on themselves. I found that t-shirts, just a regular old t-shirt width, is just about the perfect amount you need for 2 actual long strips. So I got this tip from my mom to weed these suckers through your mask and then tie them in a knot. Some of you may have met my mom if you go to the Bristol Run Fair. She's kind of famous there. All the time we'll be just having a regular day and someone will walk up after the show and say, "Oh, I met your mom standing in line for tickets this morning." Like, of course you did. Of course you did. She makes friends so fast. And sometimes I don't even know she's at the festival that day until someone walks up and tells me they met her. She's all over it. So thanks, Mom, for this real cool tip. I'm happy to pass it on to the viewers. So you can look fashionable too, and hopefully make masks pretty quick. If you're making them for other people, you can make a whole ton of them at once and drop them off to your local friends or a hospital. So, thank you guys. We love you, and we will see you soon.